Hello students, let us continue chapter 12 Ratio and Proportion. In the previous class, we began exercise 12.1 and discussed the first 5 questions of it. Let us now continue exercise 12.1, question number 6. Find the ratio of the following: A. 81 to 108, B. 98 to 63, C. 33 kilometer to 121 kilometer, D. 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So here you just need to find the ratio, and in the first case the required ratio will be 81 upon 108. Now you know that this is not the simplified form of the ratio. This is not the reduced form. So for writing this ratio in the simplest form, we divide the numerator and the denominator by their highest common factor. So you all know how to find the highest common factor of 81 and 108. So the highest common factor of the numerator and the denominator in this case is 27. So when you divide them with the highest common factor, that is 27, you get the simplest form, that is equal to 3 upon 4. Therefore, the required ratio will be 3:4. In the next part, you are asked to find the ratio of 98 to 63. So 98 divided by 63. 98 upon 63 is the required ratio. Now dividing the numerator and the denominator by their highest common factor, that is 7. So when we divide this with their highest common factor 7, we will get the simplest form, that is 14 upon 9. So this can be written as 14:9. So this is the required ratio. In the next part, you are given 33 kilometer to 121 kilometer. So here you can note that the units are same. For finding the ratio of two quantities, both of them must be expressed in the same units. तो यहाँ पे जो यूनिट है किलोमीटर एंड किलोमीटर, ये सेम है. अगर किलोमीटर और मीटर होता, then you must have converted them to the सेम यूनिट्स. सो इन दिस केस क्योंकि दोनों का यूनिट सेम है, तो हम लोग इसको कन्वर्ट नहीं करेंगे. वी कैन डायरेक्टली फाइंड द रेशियो विच इज़ 33 upon 121. Now once again, for converting it into the simplest form, we will divide them with their highest common factor, that is 11. 33 divided by 11 is 3 and 121 divided by 11 is 11 itself. So the required ratio is 3:11. In the similar manner, you need to find the ratio of 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I'll just give you a hint that the required ratio will be 30 upon 45. Now you need to divide the numerator and the denominator by their highest common factor. So you need to find the highest common factor, divide them with it, and you will get the required ratio. So part D is homework for you. You need to solve part D on your own. Question number 7. Find the ratio of the following: A. 30 minutes to 1.5 hours, that is 1.5 hours. Here also it is similar to question number 6. You just simply need to find the ratio. But a small change in this question is that there are different units given to us. पहले केस में हमें मिनट्स दिया हुआ है और बाद में we are given hours. So we need to change both of them in minutes, that is same units. In order to find the ratio, both of them must be expressed in the same units. Now we know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 hour में 60 minutes होते हैं, ये हमें पता है. So in 1.5 hours, we can say that there are 1.5 multiplied by 60 minutes. That is how we convert hours to minutes. So You can write 1.5 as 15/10. 1.5 को 15/10 लिख सकते हैं. It is same. We are just writing this decimal in its fraction. So when you multiply this with 60, it is easier to solve. So the zeros, you can cancel them out. 15 multiplied by 6, that is 15 6 which is equal to 90. So you can say that 1.5 hours is equal to 90 minutes. That is 1 hour and 30 minutes. So 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. तो 1.5 hours कितने होंगे? It will be 90 minutes. So now you need to find the ratio of 30 minutes to 90 minutes. एक बार हमने मिनट में कन्वर्ट कर लिया, तो द रेशियो ऑफ 30 मिनट्स टू 1.5 आवर्स इज इक्वल टू रेशियो ऑफ 30 मिनट्स टू 90 मिनट्स, क्योंकि 1.5 आवर्स जो है इट इज़ इक्वल टू 90 मिनट्स, जस्ट लाइक वी फाउंड आउट. सो हियर अगेन वी नीड टू simplify them. So for finding the simplest form, we will divide the numerator and the denominator with their highest common factor. So in this case it is 30. So 31s and 33s are. Therefore the required ratio in this case is 1:3. In the next part, you need to find the ratio of 40 centimeter to 1.5 meter. Now in this case also, सेंटीमीटर है एक यूनिट और दूसरा यूनिट है मीटर. सेम यूनिट नहीं है तब तक हम लोग रेशियो फाइंड नहीं करेंगे. हम कन्वर्ट करेंगे दोनों क्वांटिटीज़ को सेम यूनिट्स में, उसके बाद ही हम रेशियोज फाइंड करेंगे. सो वी विल कीप 40 सेंटीमीटर एज इट इज़. वी विल कन्वर्ट मीटर इनटू सेंटीमीटर. वी नो दैट 1 मीटर it is equal to 100 सेंटीमीटर. 1 मीटर 100 सेंटीमीटर होता है. सो 1.5 मीटर will be equal to 1.5 multiplied by 100 centimeter. Again 1.5 can be written as 15/10 multiplied by 100. So this will be equal to 150 centimeter. So 1.5 meter is equal to 150 centimeter. Here the zeros will get cancelled and 15 multiplied by 10 is very simple. It is equal to 150. And now the unit will be in centimeters. So initially हमें 40 सेंटीमीटर में दिया हुआ है, हमने 1.5 मीटर को भी सेंटीमीटर में कन्वर्ट कर दिया 150 सेंटीमीटर. Now we can easily find the ratio just like we found the ratio in the previous questions. So it is very simple. We will write 40 upon 150. Now we need to divide these with their highest common factor in order to find the simplest form, and then we will find the ratio. So here the highest common factor is 10. So when we divide this, we will get 4/15, which is equal to 4:15. So this is our required ratio. So इस क्वेश्चन में भी हमने पहले मीटर को सेंटीमीटर में कन्वर्ट किया, and then rest of the process is same. We will just simply write them, and in the ratio and the numerator and the denominator will be divided with their highest common factor. तो उसके बाद हमें required ratio मिल जाएगा. In the next part, in the C part, we are given 55 paise to 1 rupees. Now it is very simple. हम लोग कन्वर्ट करेंगे जैसे फर्स्ट और सेकंड पार्ट में किया था. रुपीज़ को पैसे में कन्वर्ट करेंगे. 1 rupees is equal to 100 पैसे. You all know this. 1 rupees is equal to 100 पैसे. So directly 1 rupee के बदले हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? We can write 100 पैसे in place of 1 rupee. So 55 पैसे to 1 rupee will become 55 पैसे to 100 पैसे. 55 पैसे to 100 पैसे कैसे लिखेंगे? 55/100. Again same procedure. What will be the highest common factor? The highest common factor of the numerator and denominator will be 5. So when we divide the numerator and the denominator with the highest common factor, we will get 11 upon 20. So this can be written as 11 is to 20. So this is the required ratio. In the similar manner, we have the last part, 55 milliliter to 2 liters. So in this question, I will give you a hint that you need to convert liters to milliliter. Liter को आप लोग को milliliter में convert करना है, and you know that 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. So you need to use this conversion. So इस हिसाब से 2 liter क्या होगा? 2 liter will be equal to 2 into 1000, that is 2000 milliliter. So using this conversion, you need to convert 2 liters to milliliter and then find the ratio, and then you need to divide the numerator and the denominator with their highest common factor. So part D is homework for you. You need to write the proper solution in your notebook on your own. Question number 8. In a year, Seema earns rupees 1,50,000 and saves rupees 50,000. Find the ratio of A. Money that Seema earns to the money she saves. B. Money that she saves to the money she spends. In this question, we are clearly given the money that Seema earns. Seema earns rupees 1,50,000, and here we are given about her savings. Money that Seema saves is equal to rupees 50,000. Now, since she earns rupees 1,50,000 and she saves only rupees 50,000, then we can easily calculate the money Seema spends. That is, the money she spends, it will be equal to rupees 1,50,000 minus 50,000. 1,50,000 जो है, that is how much she earns, and 50,000 is how much she saves. So money that Seema spends will be equal to money earned minus money saved. So that is equal to rupees 1,50,000 minus 50,000. So when we subtract this, we will get rupees 1 lakh. So that is the amount she spends. That is, money that Seema spends will be equal to rupees 1 lakh. Now, in the first part, we need to find the ratio of money that Seema earns to the money she saves. So here, money that Seema earns is equal to rupees 1,50,000. So that will be in the numerator. Numerator में जो है वो जो पहले mention किया है वो हम लिखते हैं. So here 1,50,000 is the money she earns to the money she saves. So to the यानी कि upon money she saves will come in the denominator upon 50,000. So when we divide them with their highest common factor, we will get the required ratio. So in this case, if you want, you can cancel out the zeros. Here 4 zeros can be cancelled. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग divide by 1000 तो कर ही सकते हैं. Apart from this, you can see that this is now 15 upon 5. ये अभी क्या हो गया है, 15 upon 5. So यहाँ पे we have the HCF of 15 and 5, that is 5 itself. ठीक है. So यहाँ पे हम लोग इसको divide by 5 कर सकते हैं. We get 5 3s are 15 and 5 1s are 15. So यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया, we actually cancelled out 4 zeros. 4 zeros cancel करना means हम लोगों ने पहले तो 1000 से divide किया, 10,000 से divide किया पहले तो हमने. We cancelled out 4 zeros, that means we divided it with 10,000. So now we also divided it with 5 afterwards. So when we multiply these two, we will get the highest common factor of both these numbers. So that is 50,000. कैसे फाइंड किया HCF? जो कॉमन निकल रहे हैं फैक्टर्स दोनों के, उनको हमने फाइंड किया अलग अलग फाइंड किया क्योंकि नंबर यहाँ पे बड़े हैं, एंड देन वी मल्टीप्लाइड देम टुगेदर. तो सबसे पहले वी कैंसल्ड आउट द जीरोज. सो देयर वर 1 2 3 4 जीरोज इन बोथ द न्यूमरेटर एंड द डिनोमिनेटर. दोनों में 4 जीरोज थे, तो 4 जीरोज को कैंसिल कर दिया. तो कैंसिल करने के बाद वी आर लेफ्ट विथ 15/5. सो उसको हम लोगों ने 5 से डिवाइड किया बिकॉज बोथ ऑफ देम वेर डिविजिबल बाय 5. Further division is not possible, that is the required ratio is 3:1. But what is the highest common factor? For that जो पहले हम लोगों ने 10,000 कैंसिल किया उसको मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया हमने बाद में जिसको रिड्यूस किया, दैट इज 5. सो हियर 50,000 इज द हाइएस्ट कॉमन फैक्टर. So when we divide 1,50,000 with 50,000 we get 3, and when we divide 50,000 which is the denominator with 50,000 we get 1. So यहाँ पे 3:1 is the required ratio. In this way you need to write the solution in your notebook. मनी दैट सीमा अर्न्स इज इक्वल टू रुपीज़ 1,50,000, ये हमें दिया हुआ है. इन द सिमिलर मैनर वी आर गिवन मनी दैट सीमा सेव्स which is equal to rupees 50,000. So with this we will calculate money that Seema spends, which I already explained to you. Money earned minus money saved. Money earned is rupees 1,50,000. Money saved is rupees 50,000. So जितना earn किया उसमें से हम लोग जितना save किया वो subtract करेंगे, then we will get money that Seema spends, which is equal to rupees 1 lakh. In the first part we are asked the ratio of money that Seema earns to the money she saves. So this will be equal to money that Seema earns upon money that Seema saves, which is equal to 1,50,000 upon 50,000. Now just like I explained it to you, here the highest common factor is 50,000. Once again here we can cancel out 4 zeros, so that makes it 10,000 in the first case. 10,000 कैंसिल कर दिया हमने. उसके बाद जो रेशियो हमें मिला दैट इज़ 15/5. सो हियर इन दिस केस द हाइएस्ट कॉमन फैक्टर इज़ 5. सो इन द फर्स्ट केस वी कॉमनली डिवाइडेड इट विथ 10,000 and then we divided it with 5. So when we multiply these two we get the highest common factor, that is 50,000. So this is just a trick for big numbers. जब large numbers होते हैं then you can use this trick in order to find the highest common factor if you find the regular method difficult. So here you have 50,000 as the highest common factor. So when you divide the numerator and the denominator you get the ratio as 3:1. Therefore the ratio of money that Seema earns to the money she saves is equal to 3:1. In the next part we are asked the ratio of the money that she saves to the money that she spends. This is equal to money that Seema saves upon money that Seema spends, which we have already calculated, which is equal to 50,000 upon 1 lakh. The money that she saves is rupees 50,000 and the money Seema spends is equal to rupees 1 lakh. Here also the highest common factor is 50. So when you divide the numerator and the denominator with their HCF you get the required ratio, which is 1:2. So in this way you need to write the solution in your notebook. Question number 9. There are 102 teachers in a school of 3,300 students. Find the ratio of the number of teachers to the number of students. Now in this question we are clearly given that the number of teachers is equal to 102 and the number of students is equal to 3,300. तो डायरेक्टली रेशियो फाइंड करना है तो पहले मेंशन किया है नंबर ऑफ टीचर्स, सो दैट विल बिकम द न्यूमरेटर, एंड बाद में मेंशन किया है नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स, सो दैट विल बी द डिनोमिनेटर. So the ratio of the number of teachers to the number of students is equal to number of teachers upon number of students. Number of teachers is 102 divided by number of students, that is 3,300. Now you need to find the highest common factor of both these numbers. You all know how to do that. So यहाँ पे आप लोगों को highest common factor find करना है और divide करना है numerator and denominator को highest common factor से in order to get the simplest form, and then we will get the required ratio. So since we have discussed this question, you need to solve this question on your own. Question number 9 is very similar to the questions we discussed previously. तो ये क्वेश्चन आप लोग को खुद से ट्राई करना है, सिर्फ और सिर्फ HCF फाइंड करना है, उससे न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर को आपको डिवाइड करना है, तो आपको जो रिक्वायर्ड रेशियो है वो मिल जाएगा. So question number 9 is homework for you. You need to write the proper solution of this question in your notebook on your own. Question number 10. In a college, out of 4,320 students, 2,300 are girls. Find the ratio of A. Number of girls to the total number of students. B. Number of boys to the number of girls. So in this question, we are given that out of 4,320 students, 2,300 are girls. So जो remaining students है, they will be boys. So how will we find the number of boys? टोटल स्टूडेंट्स है 4,320, उनमें से गर्ल्स कितने हैं 2,300. सो व्हेन वी सब्ट्रैक्ट from the total students the number of girls, we get the number of boys. So the number of boys will be 2,020. So the number of boys is 2,020, the number of girls is 2,300. In the first case, you need to find the number of girls to the total number of students. Number of girls पहले बोला है, तो न्यूमरेटर में हम लोग लिखेंगे number of girls, which is 2,300. And what is the total number of students? It is directly given in the question. Question में directly दिया हुआ है. It is 4,320. ये क्या है? ये total number of students है. So now we got the required ratio, but since it is not in the simplest form, we will find the simplest form. So क्योंकि ये numbers बड़े हैं, तो जैसे आप लोगों को पहले मैंने बताया था, यहाँ पे zeros are getting cancelled. So cancel the zeros. So you have cancelled out 10. 10 से आपने न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर को डिवाइड कर दिया है. जीरोस कैंसलेशन का यही मतलब होता है. नेक्स्ट यू आर लेफ्ट विथ 230 and 432. बोथ दीज नंबर्स आर डिविजिबल बाय 2. सो व्हेन यू डिवाइड 230 with 2, you get 115, and when you divide 432 with 2, you get 216. Now 115 and 216 are not further divisible by any common number, that is these two numbers are co-prime numbers. So यहाँ पे initially हमने 10 से divide किया numerator denominator को, and then we divided it with 2. So when we multiply these two we get 20. तो यहाँ पे 4,320 and 2,300 का HCF क्या है? It is 20. So when you divide the numerator and the denominator with the highest common factor, you get 115 upon 216. So this is the required ratio. In the first case, the required ratio is 115 is to 216. In the B part, you are asked number of boys to the number of girls. So just now we found out the number of boys, that is 2,020. कैसे find किया the number of boys? Total number of students minus number of girls. So 2,020 is the number of boys and the number of girls is 2,300. So in this case also you can find that the highest common factor is 20. So when you divide the numerator and the denominator with the highest common factor, that is 20, you get the answer as 101 upon 115. So the required ratio will be 101 is to 115. C. Number of boys to the total number of students. So in the last part you are asked to find the ratio of the number of boys to the total number of students. Now this will be equal to number of boys upon total number of students. So number of boys is 20,020 and total number of students is equal to 4,320. Once again the highest common factor is 20. So in this case also, when you divide this with 20, you will get the simplest form. So when you divide, you will get 101 upon 216. So the required ratio is 101 is to 216. In the question we are given total students is equal to 4,320, number of girls is equal to 2,300. So just like I explained, number of boys will be equal to total students minus number of girls, that is 4,320 minus 2,300, which is equal to 20,020. Firstly, we are asked ratio of number of girls to the total number of students. So this will be equal to number of girls upon total number of students. Number of girls है 2,300 and total number of students is 4,320. So जैसे हमने HCF फाइंड किया, HCF से डिवाइड करेंगे and we will get the required ratio. In the second part, you are asked ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls. The number of boys upon number of girls will give the required ratio. The number of boys is 20,020. Number of girls is 2,300. Number of boys is 2,020 and number of girls is 2,300. So 2,020 upon 2,300 is the required ratio. In order to find the simplest form, we will divide them with the highest common factor, which is 20. So we get the simplest form. So the required ratio is 101 is to 115. In the next part, we need to find the ratio of the number of boys to the total number of students, which is equal to number of boys upon total number of students. The number of boys is 2,020 and total number of students is 4,320. So we need to find the simplest form by dividing with their highest common factor. So here when you divide the numerator and the denominator with the highest common factor, you get the required ratio. Therefore, the required ratio is 101 is to 216.